really struggled and finally came out with this character. It took him a long while, and unfortunately, like I said, it died out because Indrojal Comics stopped. So last year, during a meeting with our special guest who's going to do the presentation on it, we were discussing comics, and he told us about this amazing character Timpa and how it's just died out and only a few copies are available online, and you guys need to find it and figure out who this is, who the creator is, and get him back and everything. So based on that, we started hunting actively for Mr. Kerawala and any and everything, any information on Timpa. Finally, it took us over 6 months, and we hunted him down. And here again, in October, we relaunched Timpa again with the first one, and now the second one is being launched here today. So without a further delay, let me call on stage Mr. Debashish Roy, National Business Head, Supplements of Times of India and Economic Times, and one of the biggest fans of Timpa that I have found. And seriously, he was so animated in the discussion that at a time I was really scared कि अगर मैंने ढूंढा नहीं तो आप मुझे मार दोगे. But before we start off, let's unveil the cover. And this book is available along with the other one at the pop culture stall. So here is the Adventures of Timpa, Red Hooded Gang. Please understand, this is something for which there were no digital files. We had to hunt down the original creatives, find the last available piece of information on it, somehow recover them from the state they were in, and then reprint them. And later this year, we'll be coming out with a new series of stories, which will be, again, newly written stories and newly illustrated stories. So I'll hand it over to Mr. Roy, and we want to know all about Timpa and why this character is so special.
Thank you. Are you guys having a great time? I can't hear you. Wonderful. Look, this guy is so selfish, he's put his own picture on the cover. Look, he's here, right here. What a likeness, see? Okay, I can promise you one thing. Timpa is extremely exciting. All of you who have come here, I'm sure you have been reading comics, right? Who's read Phantom? Raise your hands. Very few hands, good Lord. Superman, Batman, Flash, Atom, Captain America, Tintin. Anybody for Tintin? Timpa is the Indian Tintin. He's better. Tintin was a great comic, but the creator is gone. Timpa has just begun. Pop culture has taken over Timpa, and it's a very, very exciting comic. And you have the humor element with that gentleman over there, who's in that hemispherical circle. Are you familiar with Timpa? Anybody familiar with Timpa? Anybody read Timpa? No one? Okay. So it's your bounden duty to go and hunt for this comic and read it. It's amazing. It talks about a Calcutta which has gone down the drain under communism. The telephones don't work. The roads are always jammed, and they're hunting for the bad guys. Who? Timpa, the little boy, and his grandfather. And grandfather is always wearing a dhoti in typical old world Bengali style. You can imagine the humor coming out of it. And he's always boasting, look, the bad guys got scared because of me. I'm the guy who hunted them down, etc., etc. And Timpa's an extremely intelligent, unassuming guy, just like Tintin. It has certain shades of Tintin. The comic book has certain shades of Tintin. One thing that scares me is this bad guy trying to shoot him down. And he's running, okay? What I can see in the background is a lot of ocean. And you have ships. So a lot of imagination. The book is a lot of imagination packed together. Every little detail in every little frame, you know, details about the city of Calcutta. And I think this book, The Red Hooded Gang, it's about a distance between a New Jalpaiguri, another city in West Bengal, and Calcutta. And there's a truckers in between who do all sorts of smuggling and drug smuggling. That's what they try to break down.